Hi and welcome to yet another episode. This is Amiga Big Box Games, episode 10. And we have F-18 Interceptor. It's pushed out by Electronic Arts. They reckon that Electronic Arts is #1 in the USA. Let's have a look on the back. Some pictures there. Does seem to be for the Amiga version. Let's have a little bit of a zoom in. Bad, but they do look okay for an Amiga. Maybe let's have a better look taken out. Very interesting way. I've never seen, or at least I have seen them, but I haven't seen them for a long time. Ones that open like this. It's the only one I own. Unusual way of doing things. I suppose it's trying to make them set them apart from CDs and things like that, those sort of cases. So what do we have inside? We have yet more pictures. Maybe zoom out a bit. We have yet more pictures. There's a floppy disk, a code wheel with 3 layers to it, so that'll keep you going, trying to figure that one out. Like safe cracking. As I say, there's some photos on the inside there. But yeah, the pictures aren't so bad. I mean, it looks good. How it actually plays, I'm not too sure. It mentions about the company, but still nothing to say when this game came out. On the floppy, it mentions 500, 1000, 2000, 512K, requires Kickstart 1.2, joystick required, enhanced features with 1 megabyte, and it seems it came out in 1988. So it's one of the older flight simulators we've seen so far. Manual's seen better days, but come on, 1988 to now, it's a wonder it's in 1 bit. Yep, 1988 it mentions different things on the plane. Talks about the speed of it, the engine, how big the plane is, and so on and so forth. As for the appendix, some tips from a combat veteran. There's your keys that you have to press. So here's a game then that 600 would have difficulties with, because it wants to be able to use point of view. And select which direction. And as I said in previous videos, it's not that I'm picking up on being nasty to the A600 or people that own them or anything like that. It's just a bit of a warning. If you've got an A600, you might have a bit of a difficulty getting the full fun out of the game. So this manual's short but sweet, and it just basically tells you how to get flying. No real things of how to fly, or all the fancy information you got from the other flight sims, or the games, because not all of them were games, were they? Sorry, not all of them were flight simulators, some of them were just games. Let's slide that one away again. Does it fit? There we go. One thing I've just noticed, it actually says Electronic Arts across the end there. So to one side. On to the next one, we have A-10 Tank Killer. It reckons it's for 1 meg Amiga computers, 1 meg required, Kickstart 1.2 or better. And of course it was by Dynamics, part of the Sierra family. A hard-hitting flight simulator. It seems to have some pictures here, but I believe they're PC ones. It doesn't actually say anywhere, but it says high resolution graphics and digitized live actors add new levels of realism. Oh, I wonder if you actually got that on the Amiga version. I wonder how many floppies are in there. It says it was made in 1990. So let's have a look. They're really pushing for that it's part of the Sierra family. So we've got 2 floppy disks. We have a business reply mail, must be to send back somewhere. Rush order, process immediately. Oh, so it's ordering, oh, it's to order extra modules for this game. It would have cost you $12.95 American dollars. No postage required, just tape it together, I suppose, make sure it gets there. And then we've got a return card as well. Warranty return card, just in case. And if you did send it off, it seems to be that it was for USA only, and if you did send it off, you got a free subscription to the Sierra News magazine. So here's the manual. A few tactics and things telling you what's what, telling you which planes you should shoot at and which ones you shouldn't shoot at. Simulation systems, all what the symbols mean. So there's the digitized pictures. That guy looks a bit like the guy that's in How I Met Your Mother, the one that believes he can get any woman he wants. It's not him though, because from a front view, I'm assuming it's the same guy. From the front view, it's not him, but he does look like, there he kind of looks like the guy from MacGyver, but it's not him either. So it's just some, I'm not saying he didn't do any TV or movies, but I don't recognise him as an actor. Not that really means much either, but it's not who I initially thought when I looked at the back of the box. And here we have the 10th anniversary. New products, over 10 years of dedicated software expertise. So you get mugs and you get t-shirts. Some kind of free entertainment software when you order from Sierra. Seems to be talking about the MT32, the Roland MT32, which I happen to have. An old style ad-lib sound card. Finances for your money and things. Production software, and then it's talking about lots of different games. And it has, you can even order if you wanted to back then. For a Roland MT32 they wanted $399.99. Yeah, so $399.99. And they also wanted for Roland MT32 for PS/2 micro channel $499.99. What am I about? $499.99. But that PS/2, that was the same standard as keyboards and mice before they started using serial. Actually, not before they started using serial. After they started using serial. Yeah, it was a second line in row, wasn't it? If I think my mind back. It's just I had a serial mouse at the time. I just carried on using the serial mouse. I didn't bother to move across to the PS2 one. And then I believe I went straight to USB for the mouse from that. But it was used for keyboards as well, mostly at first on laptops and things. As an external keyboard. If I was to remember anyway, I'm probably wrong. Space Quest series, I've not played that in a long time. These games were obviously using the SCUM way of programming, which now of course can be used on the SCUM VM emulator type thing, where you can play a lot of these old games. So if you don't have a retro PC with DOS running or something like that, you can get a lot of them running through SCUM VM. Yes, I know you can play around with the DOS box thing as well to get a lot of games going, but for these games it's just easy to use SCUM VM. So a little word from the president of the time as well, so that might make a little bit of a nice read. Let's put all this back. 2 floppies, fancy lid. And then on to the third and final game for today. We have Thunderhawk AH73M by Core Design Limited. Oh, well, it's the wrong way around. Alright, put yourself in the pilot seat in a multi-role helicopter gunship employing state-of-the-art technology and firepower. And this game came out in... they don't bother to say. Anyway, it's got images from the game. No idea if it's from the Amiga or from the PC. The lid's the wrong way around, so let's turn that round so it's ready for next time. So it comes on 2 floppies. There's the manual. Loading the Amiga, you need at least 512k of memory. But it does say an extra 512k would be recommended, so really what they're saying is make sure you've got a megabyte. Oh, it came out on the ST as well. So, and on the PC. So there's a chance that those pictures on the back are from the PC. Because it mentions that they went to VGA, so who knows? You can install it to the hard disk if it's on a PC, but by the looks of it, there's no mention of installing it to the hard drive of an Amiga. Oh well. What else have they got in here? So it's all the installing stuff, getting started. There's a manual protection, so you need to have the manual to get to play the game because you have to go to page, line, word. You can look at different statistics of what you've done. You can load pilot, save pilot, and eraser pilot. It's always good because it means you don't have to lose your way if you've been playing the game for quite some time. So it's got the interface for the place, for the plane. How to use the joystick and the mouse. Not very informative really on what's there, but then it talks about the campaigns. Let's see what else we've got. Different weapons, different missiles and bombs. Anything else in here of interest? Oh, the different helicopters. Different weights and sizes and things, and how fast they go. All the different tanks. So yeah, you get to find out quite a bit of information of there, but quite simplified drawings. And then it says who's done what for the coding of things. So it was the same guy that did the Amiga and ST programming, a different guy that programmed the PC, and then other ones were pulled in to do other stuff. But it seems the guy that did the Amiga stuff also designed the 3D graphics, because he does the 3D object design no matter what system it was. And then it's blank pages. So that's that game. But now this is one of those interesting boxes which plenty of kids liked growing up because it had a false panel, as it were. Oh, so no £20 notes or anything like that hiding away in there. And even if it was, they'd be too old now because they've replaced them. Got newer ones. But so just a manual and 2 floppies for that game. But that looks like an interesting one. I do like the picture on the front. Not that I would walk around with a t-shirt with this on, but it does look good. The sort of thing I might have had up on my wall as a teenager as a poster if it would have been in a magazine or something like that. So we've got on to, this is the 10th episode. I believe, as I said last time, there's a couple more episodes to be coming. And then there's going to be sort of like a bumper one for Christmas Day that I'm going to release. So get ready for that one. As always, happy gaming.